Okay, I'm back. And that call went longer than I thought it was going to. I didn't realise I had chat on this screen. That's good to know. Okay, back to it. Eating some sweets. The cat is now behind me because I stood up to take the call to move away from the microphone. So now she's in front of me. You can sit there, or no, she's going to go away. Okay. You may have noticed there, that was my information on the call I was having. It was Universal Credit people. Right. So where were we? We were on the last frame of this animation. I'm sorry to anyone that was watching and then I rudely left. But I had some questions about Universal Credit stuff. So she called me because I'd asked too many questions. It is all very confusing though. I think I need to go talk to my accountant again. Right. So that might be it. 1, 2, 4, 5. Let's see what it looks like when it animates. We want to delete this one and make sure it loops forever. Play. Now the bow tie is doing something that's almost a bob. This arm is just kind of out and in as well. I'd like to have that more smooth. A transitional frame between here and here. I think. There we go. What day is it? Is it Monday? I think it's Monday. Does that go out too far? I'd like some of these other bits to bob differently as well. Luckily the bow tie can be moved independently. So let's have a bit of delayed movement on that. What's it called? Follow through. On the good old animation. Principles of animation. There we go. Now I do want I need a less squeaky chair for you guys. Yeah, I'd like these arms to have a bit of follow through in them as well. So let's just move them up. goes down, and then we wanted to move down here, as if it's kind of catching up. I think. Let's try that. His bow tie looks a little bit like bouncing boobs at the moment, but maybe I've gone a bit over the top on that. Let's move this a couple frames down. Let's just do one, see how that goes. That's probably too far. Is that just the same position there? Oh, okay. And then finally move this up slightly, I think. Just so that it doesn't have the extremes that it did before. There we go. That's looking quite good on the spin, I think. Quite happy with that. I still don't like the jut out though. I mean, you would need to do it to get it to swirl properly, I suppose, but we'll see. Let's go back to Twitch. It's just me on Twitch again. It's a bit annoying. It's weird how long it takes for it to... We've got cool stuff coming out. We've got an announcement on Wednesday. I think a few of you will be interested to hear about. Right, let's start colouring them in then. Make sure everything fits in the lines. That's the easy bit, isn't it? Wonder how many guys will get done today. Be happy if we got a couple. We'll do this guy and Flex, probably, the exercise flea. Right. I was going to say I'd like these to be on the same layer, but it really makes no difference, does it? The fact the other ones are already on different layers. It is kind of on the same layer though, because I've drawn some of it on some layer and some of it on the other. Okay, we're good, we're good. So weird, I just keep catching little bits of the Photoshop on my live stream changing, and they're like, what's going on over there? Right, this. See, I did it again. I just keep thinking it's something else. Right, we're good. That's looking good for that frame. Although I should probably remove that little bit of blood on there. And then this is also looking like it's not filled all the way to the edges. That'll do. I wonder what frame I should maybe be the bottom frame that he blinks. some of the animations I completely redo them, and other ones I kind of just follow the same timings and stuff. Just depends what frames it needs to tell that animation. I do want a semi-limited like frame rate on the characters to keep them consistent and kind of know that they're interactable things. Here we go. Earwig. Oh, I don't have earwigs in this game yet. It could be quite a good pun as well. It's definitely not my own, but it's a good insect parasite pun. Here we go, here we go, here we go. If it's just hard for me as a Scottish person to say that, or... Right, turn that one off. Yeah, there we go. I thought I'd already did 3 frames. Only on the 3rd. That one was too close to the original, I feel. And that's something wrong here. I have did something wrong here. You're supposed to be this frame. There we go. Oh, that one's done as well. That's weird. Cool. Less work for me. When did I do that? I don't know. I'm sorry I lost my viewers there. That was so annoying. Is it that one? Yes. That'll do for the new. I think that might be him done. So once I remove this one frame, there we go. I'm going to create an extra frame with him blinking. I need to add one there. So at what point is he? There is probably what I want. So I'll make a duplicate of that. Let's duplicate that frame. No, that's going to be done in Unity. So all I need to do here is have the same frame, but make his eyes shut, I think. I never did do his hair, did I? The follow through on his hair. I'll do a playthrough and see what it looks like. Ah, crap, I messed something up here. Like, that's supposed to be there. You're supposed to be gone. That's active on all of them somehow. Is that? Yeah, okay. And then every so often I'll throw in that one on 2. Let's see what that looks like when he does it every time. Cool, that's going to look good when it's just one. So do we go and animate the other one and then bring them both at the layer? Or do we do that step now? I'm going to save them out at least. Doo-doo. What's that? That's a Facebook message. There's a bunch of cool events on today. This week begins the Tinderbox. Two, three, four. Yeah, I'm gonna go Unity with this. It breaks up what I'm doing nicely. Yeah, let's save you as 2-2 or 2 blink or something. Save. So you are that one, but save. Yeah, I'm gonna save it out as a GIF as well, I think. Oh, it's there. Humphrey. HD GIF. Let's see how that plays. Be cool to make. Yeah, I might turn these into social media posts to share through the week. The announcement is now out the bag, as far as I'm concerned, though. I'll post after this what I'm up to with this HD thing. That took way too long to load a GIF. Bloody Edge for you. Yeah, maybe his hair does need a little bit more movement. It'll do for now. We'll see what comes of it. Right, so let's get it into Uni. I'll show you my workflow here. So in Unity, we should have has it crashed? That's good. Let's go back to here. Ooh, cool 3D stuff. It's not 3D. Cool shiny stuff. Okay. It's not player. It's art, and then it's characters, and then I will make a new one in here. Humphrey. Humphrey. Why does it take so long to add a folder with nothing in it? I feel like something else in my computer is slowing stuff way down. made Humphrey. Then I want to drag my images in. Here they are. Yeah, my PC is running so slow at the moment, I don't really know why. These ones need some of these settings changed. So I've got this at 16 pixels per unit. Then change that to point, change this to no filtering. Since I had those selected, that should just work. Then create. What is it up with Unity and just creating objects at random places? Humphrey. Then the system we've got is we do 8-bit folder and then a HD folder. Then we drag the first one of the 8-bit in here, rename it just to 8-bit. Drag the HD one in here, just rename it HD. Realise I spelled Humphrey wrong, or different. Two different places. And you see here, the scaling's weird. I don't know what the actual scale is, but I seem to have got it reasonably right. I think it's better that the HD stuff is slightly bigger. Right. So I think he doesn't have the bow tie in the 8-bit one. I think I was already pushing the color limits on this for sprites. Right, let's start animating, I suppose. So bring up the animation window, which is in animation. That's opened on my other screen, but I'll bring it over here just for you guys, just to see the process. Process. And then I'll animate them both at the same time, which is really good. So Humphrey idle. I used to do them individually, but then realised that the way that we are doing the switching is just by using layers, and I've got HD turned off at the moment, so yeah, that's how we swap it. We just turn everything apart from that off for our HD swap, which means that everything's loaded, and then it means that once everything has loaded, swapping between should be really fast. Like we're not having to unload and reload or turn off objects, which I know is actually quite resource intensive. And then there was no guarantee that the animations would sync up if we did it that way as well. Like we would have to re-trigger them. So I think the way we're doing it is pretty good. Right, enough blabbering. So we need to go to record, then on this one we need to set it to something other than 1 temporarily, just to create that animation slot. And then here we do the same for 2. Then basically we just need to overwrite them back with the first one. Or we do and we don't. We can just drag them in here as individual things. I think if we expand this thing we can see the little images of what they're supposed to be anyway. Oh yeah, they're coming up as images, not. It's very confusing. I like the little diamonds better. Okay, so you are frame. Well, I did something wrong here. So this should update up here when, so it goes to 3, 4, 2. So this needs to be 1. One, 2, 3, 4, and then a blink. So yeah, I'll do twice round, and then I'll have the second one blink. And then on the 8-bit one, I'll go over here. I'll have you there, you there. I've just did it up there. I can drop it in here, but it gets a bit confusing. Right. So then I want to copy everything apart from. Is that right? And then I just replace that one with that one for the HD blink. Hey, but it does need an all frame to add the full range there. Right, so I think if I try this now, it'll work, which is good. These have been set. This does have the animator attached. Let's turn off animation. And it should loop automatically. So yeah, it's saved, press play. I think it's going through a few things. Come on. There we go. Someone at the door. Okay. Cat food arrived in the mail for sensitive tummies. Luna's been sick a couple of times, so see if we can help her out. Right, so the animation on the 8-bit is wrong. How does the animation on the... That also looks wrong. I don't know what I've done here. It's so weird how tiny everything is. Anyway, scale in, zoom in. Can I not? I thought I could. He's doing like a double bounce, which I think is happening on the other one as well, on the HD. Let's just go through them individually. I'll turn off HD now. Let's see how it looks. So that is right. Is it as far? No, I think that's probably what's wrong here. He doesn't throw his arm out as far as I've got it there. So let's go back to this one. There shouldn't be this much tweaking with this. I don't know what I've done. It's not that one. It is that one. That's just the wrong frames, I think. Let's check up here. So frame 1, 8-bit 1, 8-bit 2, 3, 4, 2. Right, so I'm missing a 1. So we got 4 and then it goes to 2, so this one should be 1. And that might be enough just to fix it. Something is awfully wrong though. I just realised you've just been staring at my face this whole time. Hopefully that's fixed it. Looks good to me. Okay. Ugh. What have I done? That is nothing like what it looks like there. 1, 2. So that's saying frame number 2 is like way out, but that's not what I'm seeing in here unless I've saved number 2 out wrong. It's saying that that is 2. Well, that needs moved over anyway. So that's 3. Maybe I've just saved these out of order. I just need to save them all out again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Although, do I make it match the HD stuff? It is only 4 frames. It should probably just swirl around the same way. Oops, that's the wrong frame. Then this one needs to not be in the middle. And that one is. I could do with being that bit out. Then we've got a middle one. Then back to that. So I think the frame where this arm is 1 higher is my problem. So if I... Oh, you're too high now. Nah, I think it was probably fine where it was. I'm getting a buzz. So I'm really bad for... Was it Alex talking about bitcoins? It was kind of tanking a little bit. It dropped quite a bit. And he went and cashed out. And then it's bouncing back up again. I bought some Bitcoin last year, and it wasn't last year, it was a few years ago. And it's like quadrupled in value. But it's still not at the point where I want to sell out. I got a message about something and then I've lost it. Okay. Just gonna do some SGDA stuff here. Briefly, when I remember what I'm doing. It's just on the base of the drive. SGDA social links. Cool. Hopefully that'll sort out some confusion in the future. The thing I want to check is the glass always at the same height? It is in this example, which I think is what's making it look like it's jumping all over the place in Photoshop. So let's add a guide. Make sure that actually I think the guide should be there so that everything else matches that rather than the other way around. Move it 1 pixel up, 1 pixel up, yeah, because it lines up with the top of that waistcoat. There we go. It's been very refined, it's keeping it on the same plane while spinning it. Which means I'll need to save out all these images again, but that's fine. Save. Save. We're on 3. It's so annoying it removes it from that list. It's this wireless update, I think. Right, here we go. We're good. Itchy, itchy. So many fleas. Talking about fleas. Right, but then I need to show that in the Explorer. And drag my new ones over to it. I really wish Unity had a like drop your files here and it replace them rather than having to do it in the Windows Explorer. Right, let's double check that it is going 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, I'm looking up here. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That last one. Does look weird. I think there's one frame there that it goes over too much to one side, and I'm going to fix that. Where is that though? That one. Okay. Let's save that. Frame 1. And we'll just drop that over again. Frame 1. Cool. Now that in Unity should be good. Next, let's do nothing and then HD. Try to figure out the intricacies of Discord at the moment in our chat. Does that look good? I think so. There's still his arm does go much more out than it should, and there's one frame of horrible jagginess that I'll need to fix. If it didn't look that bad in Photoshop, it really does here. Then I'm not sure what the actual frame rate of this will be, but I just want to stretch them out. See, I should really standardize this a bit more. But that looks reasonable to me. Then I will add them to prefabs. Let's bring Humphrey down here. Ow, come on. Hello, new person watching. So we'll delete him from here, and we'll throw him in the scene that he actually appears in. Can get rid of the animation window now. So I'll go back to the big grid of levels. I'm going to guess it's something like 16. So scenes, all levels. This will take a little bit to load because there's loads. Or because I didn't press it? No, I did. Okay. Let's do everything and then turn off HD again. Alright, so it's one of the ones down the bottom. It's not, it's 26, 25, this one. And if I go open prefab, I should just be able to drop Humphrey right in there. Prefabs. Humphrey. And then he's not an enemy, but he belongs in enemies. And he kind of stands around there. Hello. So I don't know whether we should do a actual level with using the level plugin that I've got. I think we have everything to build this level. We don't have, no, we don't have this liquid in HD yet. We have everything else. If we turn on HD, what does this look like? Nope. Not good. If I bring in a level I know is good, like level 1. Right, so then I want to unlike this one, unpack. It's still blue for some reason. Unpack, do it twice, okay. Then level grid. No. Have I got dialogue in this one? I do not. Let's add the dialogue in as well then. I'll show you the dialogue system. This is a reasonably new feature. Oh, it does already. Okay. Yeah, but we just drop text files into these bits, and then when you press the button, it activates. Yeah. So big can go away. The enemies in that one can go away. We just want the HD stuff from in here. And we want to turn HD layer back on. There we go. So yeah, this is how this system works. It's using Fair 2D. It looks quite complicated at the moment. So I set up a kind of material prefab that has all this stuff in it. I'm going to move this. Which one was it? Flesh main. Let's move that into the actual HD place and then put it under flesh. So it's in the right place, and I can turn this off for now. There we go, that's a bit easier to understand. So yeah, the way I'm building up the levels is use these, then it generates a mesh, and then it generates this edge mesh that you can change the style of, which is quite cool. So like here, this has gone way too far out that way, so I can change it to be a different thing from this kind of asset list of things. So do that again, that one needs changed. See, this is going to be an absolutely like pain of a process to get all the levels in like this. If anyone can think of any better ways of doing it. Like I can't use the tile grid because I want the bubbles to be like really big and kind of overlapping the edges. And I don't think I can do that using the tile grid. Tile map, is that what it's called? Tile map seems like a really good tool, and then it kind of isn't. The rule tiles are really cool because you can just draw these. I'm realizing I need to change the compression on these now. It's nearly dinner time. Right. Annoyingly, when these are all the same, it tries to carry on that design all the way around, so you need to make sure they're not the same next to each other. And then or sometimes it works. I also need to select all of these and make them slightly narrower, but selecting multiple points is a bit of a pain. There we go. Narrower, and then I think that'll work. Who is messaging me? There we go. Read that there. And you just need to work your way around these islands. Stuff like this I'll get away with, I think, because it overlaps the edges, whereas stuff that overlaps an internal edge, whereas this stuff kind of overlaps externally, and it needs to be more like that one. Same with this one. I think I'll probably have to make it go 3 as well, but then 3 will wrap around that corner. So you could go at 4, but then 3 doesn't match up. 4 makes it pointy. I'm still not entirely sure how this system works, to be honest. It's supposed to be all automatic, and that's just kind of overrides, but the way I'm having to use it is slightly different to the automatic nature. I mean, it's still much faster than any other way I would be doing it. Right, come on. 1 will do, a little bit 4, 3, I'll do. Just as long as it doesn't look horrible, I'm fine. Right, then I do have crates somewhere. They were again in level 1, so I can grab them from bet you they're right here. They'll be on there, actually, crates. There we go. I do need to change the slight colour of this place, though. So, BG. Might as well drag the actual BG Islands in as well. I'll grab them all, because we get some nice parallax when we've got them going. Yeah, drag them in as BG Islands. And we do need the flesh islands as well. Let's just position these correctly. Right, let's make sure these line up with the main on the settings. There's one of these, the pixels per unit needs to be the same. So it's 64 on the big one, and then it's 128 on those ones. I'll do that and scale it in. This is the bit that I'm really not happy about. See, everything seems quite manual. See, I don't know why sometimes it goes really far over the edge. In the actual material editor thing for these bits, we can change some attributes, but attributes, one of those. Right, that'll do there, and one more down the bottom. See, this is going way over the thing now. I just did that, so that one's horrible as well. I don't know if I changed some setting or whether it's just an oversight in the first place. It's definitely an oversight. Yeah, definitely an oversight, because this shouldn't have been there either. There we go. Okay, now let's stack some crates. I'm going to delete them all apart from one, and then just start this level again. There needs to be one there, one there, one there. The crates around the edge are just my frame border, because it was the only differently coloured square I had at the time. Position these everywhere. Please say that these are... Yeah, they're on the HD layer. They're in their own box thing anyway, so it's fine. Then I could grab this water 2D waves thing. Let's move this up to HD. Then let's have a look. I don't want it to be that colour. See, this thing doesn't always render either. I'm really not too happy with this plugin. There we go, it's there now, cool. Right, it's fine. So I want that colour, and then the dark colour, I'll take that colour. And then hopefully this will be the... What is this bit about then? I've got no idea. I thought that was the bit I was changing. Maybe effectiveness? No, that's not maybe the gradient. I don't know. I'll deal with it later. So I want to be in there, and I want to be in the background. And I want to check these islands. because I don't want these to be the same and everything. This is so that when you're going between levels, there's a nice parallax effect. And they're all going to be kind of similar, but a bit different. Like, because it's going up and down, I need more horizontal details rather than vertical details. So columns would be really cool, but they need to be not columns, if you know what I mean. There we go. Right, there's no boosts there, but I think if I play this, it'll look quite cool. Make sure the actual background is the right shape as well. It's probably a bit big. But the perspective I was using before, I needed something a bit more like that to give the depth that we want. Right, so 25 is now saved. What? I need to go in and remove the other, the level 1 duplicate, because that will confuse some scripts. Here we go. Now if I go back to scene level 2, if we play, and that was level 25, I think. So go to a level that doesn't have multiple things, exits, and then spam through till we get to the right level. 20. 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we go. Right, I'm expecting this to be a bit rough. That's the first time I've tried it on this level. There we go, we've got bouncy stuff. Need to figure out how to texture that nice. Also completely missed that bit there, didn't I? Probably might need scaled up a little bit just to look slightly cooler. I'll do the test now of what he should kind of look like scaled up. Blood, blood, blood. Enemies. Humphrey. Yeah, so let's see what size the HD needs to be to. I think it really does kind of need to be that size for it to be cool. So up through the middle you go. I can't remember. Yeah, okay. Everything's kind of bobbling. It's weird that the I didn't bring the pipes over. Okay. And all these crates are horrible. Yeah, I'll need to go back in and fix all this. But it's basically dinner time, so I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna go have dinner. Okay, it's been good. We've animated one guy today. It took way longer because I kept getting distracted by other stuff. But thanks for tuning in, whoever did. And I'll see you again in the next one. Bye.